Hey guys, Zack here at etrailer.com. Today we're taking a look at a transport chain from Titan Chain. This is going to be a 3/8 inch 16-foot chain. As you can see, this is going to be a really nice, fairly easy to move around chain compared to some of those larger style ones. If we take a closer look here at this hook, we can see this is really good construction. So this is high forged steel. It's got a nice gold chromate finish on it to help resist corrosion. After a while, that's going to wear off. It's going to eventually look like your old chains, but it's a grade 70 chain, so really nice construction to it. And with that 6,600 pounds, we can get a lot of heavy loads tied down, especially when we start pairing them up with other chains like we have here today. I've been testing out a lot of different chains and binders on this mini excavator, and I found that these smaller, shorter length chains is kind of what I prefer. Makes it a little bit easier to get stuff tied down. So what I like about the 3/8 inch style is I can fit these down in most stake pockets. So I can just loop this down through here and hook it back on itself or on the stake pocket. Really easy to do. So you can just see, doesn't take much effort to get that down in place. And then on my mini, I just have it looped around back to itself. And then we can just use a binder to take out this slack here and get a nice tight fit. Now when it comes to choosing the right size chain, it all depends on your load and what you haul most often. So here's three common ones that we see a lot. I have a 5/16, a 3/8, and a 1/2 inch. And they come in all varieties of lengths. Usually the 1/2 inch, those are going to be in the more the 20 foot and up, where the 3/8 and 5/16, those can be down to like 10 and 16 foot. I think that this style, probably about a 4,700 pound working load limit with this one from Titan Chain. This one's 6,600 pounds, and this one is 11,300 pounds. So if you're using your chains in the right configuration, one in all corners, if you have a boom putting it in place there, you can get away with using a chain that doesn't by itself hold your load in place, but working those together is when we get that working load limit up there. So I find that it's easier to use these smaller chains to maneuver them around, store them. I kind of prefer this style, something right in the middle. This 3/8 is really nice because it can fit down in my stake pocket just fine. So you can see there, I think this is a really good setup, but this one's not as difficult to maneuver around as this heavier one, but if you have the need to get up there with those heavier loads, this is a really good way to go. Now, this mini came in today with 1/4 inch chains. Now, if they use the proper amount of these to hold it in place to those working load limits, then you're definitely going to be okay. But something you want to start checking out before you head out on your load is making sure you don't have any damaged links. So the chains that came in today didn't have any issues. But that is definitely something we've seen before, where these links start bending and stuff just starts wearing out. After a while, with these are holding those loads down and they're rubbing up against one another, you can start seeing some signs of wear, and it's just not a safe way to go. Now, once we have our chain fully fastened down there, you can see we still have tons of slack. So that's when these binders come into play. Now, I like these ratcheting binders. This one's from Titan Chain. This one works with 5/16 up to 3/8 inch chains, so this is ideal for this one here today. And I prefer this style. It takes a little bit more effort to put it in place, but one, I think it's safer than the lever style, and I just don't feel like I can get right where I need to be. It's either too difficult and I can't get it fastened down and I have to go back a link, and then it's too loose. I just don't feel like it's an effective way of going about it, so I like this style. So let's get this put in place. Just gonna get this to reach out as far as I can with these chains, and then I'll start tightening it down. You can see just how tight I got these chains with this binder. So I think this is a really good setup, especially with this mini excavator here today. The load binder, the lever style or the tugger style load binders from Convertible, it's more of like a ratchet strap style. I have that one right over here. I think that those are fine. They're a little bit quicker, but they just don't get it as tight. That's as tight as I could get this one, but look how loose that is compared to that. I think this is the best way to go about it. It's the best solution I've found. And I think pairing up this chain with this binder, if you put it in all four corners of this Mini and the boom, so you had 5 in total, you're going to be more than enough to get you to have this loaded down properly. But that's going to do it for our look at the Titan Chain 3/8" transport chain.